Alright. We just live and in persons. Something like that. Gonna have to ditch that load though, because the load I just picked up apparently. Well, before I ditch it, let me do this. This apparently was one of my loads in Truckers MP, which is where we're hanging out at tonight. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. So yeah, that's okay. Unable to find a job matching your filters. Okay, well. Let's check this out. There we go. Why not? Oh, of course. Yeah. So basically, I just got shanghaied into picking that load up, and then yeah, whatever. Whatever. Whoops, that doesn't work. He done buying that radio key. That way I don't keep hitting the silly thing, looking like a complete tool. Well, whatever. Yeah, I know. Tired and just starting out, so it'll be alright. Alrighty. We are not in Kansas anymore, folks. So yeah, that's where we're at. Just cruising along tonight. Yeah, I know, you're yawning. I have left the city. In the city. Uh-huh. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. So yeah. yeah, we're cruising right along in Truckers MP tonight. Hope anyone out there watching, hope they're enjoying what they see. We don't have cars. This is nice. But we do have a driver that yawns. Go figure on that. But it's alright. Up here in Oregon, ain't a single soul around watching this, which is good for me. What's up, Tim? How you doing tonight, buddy? Yeah, we know you're yawning. You're tired. I have entered the city. I have left the city. Good deal. Glad you're watching, Tim. Glad you are watching, sir. Without folks like you watching, I would be doing this for no reason other than to talk to myself. Hope we can get it populated here with some peoples and some chattings. So, yeah. Boop. Stay on the road. Okay. Shifting over in a hurry. Interesting. Yeah, I do that whenever I'm working on something in the shop or when I'm outside working on something in the yard. I'll talk to myself and then I'll start answering myself, and it's like, alright, they got places for people that do that. Let's not do that. There we go. For whatever reason, my speed had slowed down and I couldn't go faster. I was very concerned. But it's alright. And sometimes just so you know and you don't feel bad, when we talk to ourselves, if we answer ourselves, it's only because we give ourselves the best advice. Exactly, you are correct. Yep. Ah, jeez. Didn't want to do that. did not mean to run the red light. Oh well. It happens more often than not in this game. I guess we can go faster now. Why not? Let's do it. Yeah, I know you're yawning. We'll rest when it's time to rest, not a minute before. Be a man. Come on now. Anything that's got Woodstock from Snoopy airbrushed onto the vehicle, you know, that's really suspect. So I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Tim. That's really suspect there, sir. Come on, dude. We're almost there. All right, just chill. Stop your yawning. Stop your belly aching. We're almost there. What color did you say the 5 window was, Tim? Then how do you even see Woodstock? Because Woodstock was yellow. And with it being canary yellow, I would think it'd be Tweety Bird on the back. Not trying to sound funny, but I would think that. Or at the very least, a Coyote and Roadrunner. Okay. It's got a white oval with Woodstock in the middle flying out of the nest. Aiden. Okie dokie. Don't. Hey! Yeah, well, we tried. Seriously tried. Yeah, definitely, definitely seen the Roadrunner on a Ford, though. Saw it all airbrushed on there. At least I believe that was a Ford I saw on Fast and Loud. The blue one that they did that they had Brian Bass help out on. So yeah. Yep, still driving in the old day cab. Not a huge fan of the day cab, but gotta make some money. Yeah, I know, right? Well, you know, Richard's a Mopar guy. I mean, all of his tow rigs are Dodges. He drives a Dodge. He's got the Demon. So, I mean, yeah, it's not too far-fetched. What I thought was pretty bold was his buddy Dennis put a Hellcrate into a Jeep. I thought that was fairly bold. That's a lot of power to be putting into a Jeep Wrangler. That's just me. But I guess the way they did up the Ford, I guess they figured it worked and it made sense. Oh, we don't have to go turn here. Good. Let's go straight. Yeah, I'm working on that. I figured if I played Truckers MP, the load payouts are going to be roughly about the same as what I would get in the single player. But because of the rules of Truckers MP plus the lack of AI traffic, I think that it actually works better in my favor to do it this way, just because I don't have the added disadvantage of crashing all the time or hitting stuff. Oh yeah, I agree. I like Dennis. I really do. I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing negative on Richard, but Richard kind of left a sour taste in my mouth whenever he was supposed to race Chief and Sean, and then brought a full-on race car with a full-on race team. You know, instead of it being the guys in his shop building the car, Richard driving the car like he is supposed to, I still, that leaves a sour taste in my mouth. The only thing keeping me watching the show is the fact that I like Jason Aker. I like his attitude. I like his temperament. You know, I like that, you know, when he's right, he's very tactful about how he handles Richard as far as, you know, boss-employee situation. Not to mention, I like the fact that Christy and Daphne are the only two in the shop that can basically blast him out and he won't fire them. Yeah, I followed the Chief and Sean Show podcast, which hasn't aired in over a year. All because Big Chief had to open his mouth about the No Prep Wheel of Death. Yep, that got him shut down, all because he was talking mad trash on No Prep Kings. He didn't call it No Prep Kings, he was just talking about No Prep in general, and apparently that ticked off the wrong one. So they shut the podcast down because of it, and I was like, that's not right. So it is what it is. But, you know, hey, I mean, I'm good with it. Like I said, I followed the podcast. Chief and Sean talked about that whole deal after it went down. They talked about it. And then when you watch the episode, it was like, yeah, you could see it. You know, you could see with your own eyes that was going to be sour. And Chief and Sean definitely let their feelings be known on it. And yeah, I mean, I'll still watch the show, but like I said, more for Acre than anything else. Just because, like I said, I like him. I like how he handles things in the shop. I really wish Dennis would get his own show. I think that'd be pretty cool, but I don't think Dennis wants the limelight like that. Dennis doesn't strike me as a showy person like Richard. Richard is super showy. He's supposed to have a NASCAR in a race coming up either this past weekend or this upcoming weekend. So, we'll see how that goes. As a matter of fact, I think it's this weekend that the race is supposed to take place, that he's sponsored a NASCAR. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. They got Kyle Busch in there because they had to bring some sort of star power, and the fact that Kyle actually played it down the middle and didn't sit there and didn't do, you know, didn't basically play into Richard's pocket, so to speak. I thought that was really cool because I was just figuring Kyle was going to help Richard figure out how to cheat. So, you know, but still, again, it wasn't the Gas Monkey shop versus, you know, B&R. It was Laughlin Motorsports against B&R, and they still lost, which was funny. Oh, did you hear about did you hear about Richard racing at Roadkill Nights? He raced up there because they have a drag race. And he crashed his car into the wall. I was like, see, if you'd have done that during the first mega race, everybody would have loved you for it because at least it's real. But no, had to be a chicken. Bok bok. Yeah, I could tell Ryan wasn't feeling the argument. Ryan wanted to race, but Ryan wasn't as boisterous about it as Chief and Sean were. I mean, literally, he really wasn't as boisterous on that as I would have figured he would have been. But Ryan's also a really laid back kind of guy, and you saw it on YouTube. Yeah, that mess was hilarious. I was done when I saw that. I was like, wow, good job, Richard. Then, of course, all the Chief and Sean fans came out of the woodworks and started bashing on him. So, I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
I just hit something in the road, sent me sideways.
Bro, you trying to climb down the mountain going over the guardrails?
Nah, there was something in the road, I hit it, and it sent me cockeyed.
I wonder if you might have grabbed the guardrail with the trailer. That could be a possibility.
Believe it or not, I actually saw something in front of me.
Wow.
Can you get out of there, Killer?
I just didn't see it quick enough.
Yeah, apparently being in Truckers MP, I jumped in at the right time because there's a guy right in front of me who's kind of cockeyed. Alright, driver, have a safe trip, buddy. You got it out of there pretty good, it looks like.
Well, thank you, and there is something in the road on my side back there. I can see it in my rear view mirror.
No kidding. Let me drive in your lane and see if I can see it with my truck. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I just drove over where you was just at and didn't feel anything. My truck didn't bump or nothing, so I have no idea, buddy.
Must be something in my game settings you guys don't have on.
Could be. No telling, to be honest. Nah, that I'm glad I was paying super close attention on that one. I could have ended ugly. I could have hit him and spun him around even worse. But nah, that messes. It gets kind of ridiculous. Although I really wish that Richard would just step up and do the right thing on these things and say, look, we're gonna do this. We're gonna build this. Let's see. Is there anybody behind me? Good. Nobody behind me. So yeah, no, I just wish he'd step up and do the right thing. I really do, because, you know, it would make him that much more likable by the fans. It really would. I mean, I know I'd like him. I would have had a lot more respect for him had he actually just stepped up and done what he said he would do. I mean, it's kind of like if you make a bet, you honor the bet. You know, like tomorrow morning I owe my Pepsi man, a friend of mine who's a Pepsi man that goes around to the different grocery stores around here. He's one of the vendors. I owe him $10 because of the bet that he and I made. So yeah, but it is what it is. I'll pay the bet because I'm a man. Of course, right off of the heels of the Super Bowl win, when the Broncos won Super Bowl 50, right on the heels of that, I was still on the high from from the team winning, and I sat there and I went dumb. I made a $500 bet with my boss. Told him, I said, I will bet you $500 that Denver not only makes the playoffs, but goes all the way back and wins the Super Bowl. He's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I feel that good about it. He goes, all right. Stuck his hand out, had like 3-4 witnesses in the whole thing, and that's all I heard until the playoffs of the following year was, you know, talking smack about the Broncos, talking smack about the bet. Am I really that stupid? And pretty much, yeah. So I sat there and was like, okay, let's do it. Let's be a man about it. Let's, you know, make the bet, stick to the bet. And I did. I stuck right to that bet. And as soon as playoff time came around, I sat there and said, okay, Denver didn't make the playoffs. No, I mean, I think Richard's changed, because I've heard, not from personal experience, because I've never met him and I've never been to Texas to meet him. I've heard that, you know, at some point he used to be a Class A prick and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I feel like he's, you know, I feel like after that deal with Chief and Sean and what all went on there, I really feel like he just pretty much mellowed out a whole lot. That basically humbled him to no end and whatnot. So, yeah. Yay, now I get to back it in. This ought to be fun. Flip the old cameras around, see what we got going on here. But I would imagine that he's a nice dude to his friends. I mean, he seems like he and Dennis get along really well. What's up, Jack? How you doing tonight, buddy? Yeah, we're up in here talking about Dennis or Richard Rollins with Fast and Loud and Gas Monkey Garage. There we go. Now we're straight on. But no, I would imagine he's going to be nice to the people he meets in public and whatnot. I mean, shoot, he even shows where he goes out on Facebook Live and interacts with the fans that arrive at the gate to his shop. So I would imagine that somewhere deep down he's kind of chill, but... Special delivery! Excellent. We get paid all the monies now. Yay. Let's grab another load, see what's going on. Oh, goody. So we're that far down. Unable to find a job. Tell you what, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and rest. Because we're going to find somewhere to rest. Love loading screens. Isn't that awesome? Loading screens are amazing. Alright, bring up the map. Alright, let's see where we at. Yeah, that'll be fun. We can take on fuel here too and everything else, so that'll work good. Oh, doink. See if there's anything here. Probably not. Oh, wow, there is trailers here. Okay. Yeah, we better go rest first, because this dude here needs rest. I don't necessarily know how well that's going to work out if I don't go rest. Could be a bit problematic. Jack, how you doing tonight, buddy? That's alright, man. It happens to everybody. What's up, TJ? How you doing tonight, man?